What's going on? Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. I had a nice little quiet weekend. On Friday, I went to go to my friend Kayla Infinity. She's a singer here in Philadelphia. I went to her 25th birthday party. And you know, I was glad to get out the house because I've been in the house lately. So it was nice to go out. I hung out with Brandon and Dennis. And we just had a good time. Met some new people. The food was everything. I had some vegetable rolls and shrimp rolls. Oh my God, that was like the best thing ever. And yesterday, you know, it was a chill day, but I kept watching the news yesterday because we heard on Saturday.
Well, my weekend.
Oh, I am so sorry. No, you don't talk about your weekends.
You don't want to know about yours.
Don't do that.
I had a good weekend.
Well, what you went to Virginia? How was that?
It was nice, long ride, but it was nice, and yeah, it was a nice weekend. Now go ahead.
That's it. He's trying to do that. So yeah, so Saturday night we found out that some bombs went off, and first there was a bomb that went off in New Jersey. Like, I don't remember what part, but I know that there was supposed to be a race there, and that way before the race even started, a bomb had went off, and this reminded me of the Boston, the Boston Marathon, where the bomb had went off. I was like, oh, this is a copycat. This is somebody that tried to do the same kind of thing. And then I come upstairs and I turn on CNN, and they're like, oh, a bomb went off in New York City around 8:30 that night, Saturday night. And I'm like, wow, so this is like really happening. Like, they really not playing. So then on Sunday night, I'm watching the news. I'm watching Locked Up. Y'all know I watch Locked Up. They come through with a special report that they found another bomb in Elizabeth, New Jersey, near the train station. And then I wake up this morning, and they like, we know who we looking for. They got the pictures and everything. And his name was Ahmaud Rahimi, or Rahami. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. But, you know, they had so much video evidence of him. They got one of him in New York, and I believe they had one of him in New Jersey. And if you're going to be setting bombs off in New York, especially, you got to be good at what you're doing, because there's cameras everywhere. There's no way not to be on camera in New York. But I do think that this is a very scary time. But this is something that we always got to be prepared for. Because I know I've said this plenty times on old videos, that this stuff is going to start happening. This is going to be the normal here in America. Just like you got people going around shooting at the mall, you got people stabbing. Now you got people wanting to just blow up shit at random times because they already over here. They've been living here. And I know they were saying like they're not sure. This guy, he was born in Afghanistan. He came here in like 1990. His family owned a restaurant. They owned a fried chicken restaurant, and he lived above the apartment. So the government already knew who they were looking for. He knew not to go back home. And I think if you lived in New York and New Jersey area, you all got an alert on your phone this morning saying that this is who they were looking for. The government didn't want to put it out on who they were looking for, but they had no idea where he was at, so they put his face out there. And 2 hours later, a man who owns a bar in New Jersey, he said he was across the street, and he looked at his bar, and he seen somebody laying there, but at the same time, he was watching CNN on his iPad, so he could see the guy's face that CNN is showing, and this man is just laying there in his fucking bar away. So he calls the FBI, or he calls the number, and you know, they came out there immediately, and a shoot-off happened between the cops and the guy Ahmaud Rahimi, and he was shot, and I think an officer was shot, but his vest was, you know, his vest protected him. But I'm glad that this guy is alive, because now we get to know like who he was working with, or was he doing this by himself. I know the news said that he'd been to Afghanistan several times, and he had been questioned. His family doesn't have ties to any of like ISIS and stuff like that, any terror groups. But this is crazy, and this is just going to be another way to like scare people when it comes to the election. Like, we just have to. This is stuff that we have to be prepared for, because stuff like this is going to always keep happening, and it's unfortunate, but it's going to happen. And I wish that if the FBI can spy on so much stuff, if someone is Googling how to make a bomb and stuff like that, how is it that they don't get that intel to find these people? Because he made several bombs, and some bombs that he made didn't even go off. And the crazy thing was, one bomb went off in New York. He had two bombs in New York. Mm-hmm. One bomb went off like around 30th Street or 31st Street, and then there was another bomb at 27th Street. But somebody was going around stealing, and they stole a bag, and when they found the bag, it had a pressure cooker bomb in there, and they took that out the bag and put it in the trash can, and the cops were able to detonate the bomb, but they got a lot of information on who this person was from that phone. And then the people found the bag in New Jersey. Homeless people found the bag, and I guess they were looking to see what was inside the bag, and then there's goddamn bombs everywhere. So they called the FBI, and then they were able to detonate one bomb, and then another bomb went off while they were trying to detonate it. What are your thoughts on all of this stuff that's going on right now?
It's crazy. Because you talk. It's crazy. It's crazy. The part where you said that you're happy that they didn't kill him. I'm happy they didn't kill him too, but it's like, is he really going to talk? Because if he's sworn allegiance to somebody or to a group or whatever the case may be, he may not say anything. Or if he is working with other people, he may not let us know who those other people are, because they may be working harder to try to properly succeed the mission that they were on. And he's probably not going to say anything about it. So it's like, if you have someone that you caught and they're alive and they're not talking with it, they're just as good dead. Because if you ain't going to talk and tell us who you're working with or then what the hell is the point of you being alive? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So hopefully he will start to talk. Yes. Hopefully he will. But it's scary because, these bombs were placed in places that you would have never really expected them to be. You know what I mean? Like New York City, you would expect it to be somewhere like near Times Square or just in a very heavily populated area in New York City. Not to say that where this one bomb went off wasn't a populated area, but it wasn't as populated as a place like Times Square or around Central Park, places like that. But 29 people were indeed injured, and luckily none of them, were killed, but they were injured. And it just goes to show you that we still, like you said, we still have to be on our P's and Q's, because people, whether they are from other countries or they are from this country, they are still trying to find a way to hurt and harm us. Just like that guy who was in Minnesota and did all that, stabbed all those people up at the mall. And apparently, from what I saw on the news, that he had some sort of, ISIS had come out and said that,
they were behind that.
They were behind this particular person, and he was supposedly one of their soldiers. Which is really scary, because first of all, you think Minnesota, like, who the hell? But
that's where they're going to start.
Yeah, they're going to start in places that you would never think. And, I thought that too. I said, well, we're in Minnesota, but they're going to go places that you would never think, but they're going to go places you never think, and they're going to go in places like that, but that are highly populated. So it's, it doesn't matter where they are, just as long as they kill. You know what I mean? That's their main objective, is to kill and to cause harm and destruction. But yeah,
it's just I'm really glad that nobody was killed. It's just.
And none of the attacks, the stabbings or the bombings, which is
great. Okay, 8 people got stabbed, and they all survived.
I don't know what the hell he was. You say he was killed.
He was killed.
Oh, I'm about
He
to
was
say he
killed.
could have been that skilled if he didn't kill nobody.
No, he was killed in there, and then you had these bombs going off. I don't know. I just think that the FBI, they really need to step it up, and if they need to interrogate more people, they need to interrogate them. The only way, and if the guy that got shot, if he's not going to speak, they need to be investigating his family, because somebody knew something. Mm-hmm. Now, ain't nobody going to be making no fucking bombs in the house and don't nobody know nothing.
Right.
And they're going to have to arrest some of the family members because you didn't say anything. Why would you not say anything about somebody making a bomb in your house or in this apartment over top of a store? They knew something. If you don't want to be here, then don't fucking come here. Don't try to kill us because we are in a country that's supposed to be the land of the free. You know, like I said, it's supposed to be. But we really, everyone, you just have to be careful. If you see something, say something. Do not be afraid to say something. If you see anything that's suspicious, call a cop, let a cop know, and go ahead about your business. Because it's better to say something than then something happened and you had never said nothing at all. Mm-hmm. So say something. Keep it, say what you have to say, or, inform whoever you have to inform. Because these attacks are going to keep happening. As long as they get comfortable with doing this shit, it's going to happen all the time. All the time. So you're going to have bomb-sniffing dogs just walking the street regularly instead of just being at a big landmark. Because I know when you go to Penn Station, you see them. But now you're just going to have to need them everywhere. Because this is just, now it's going to start becoming a normal thing. And I hope that these people running for president, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, I really hope that y'all come up with a plan for this and really have something to say. Not say something just to keep it, I want y'all to really say how you really feel about this situation. Because y'all going to be taking over for the next 4 or 8 years, whoever get elected. This is just crazy, y'all. But I want to move on, and I'll wait for some more information to come out, because I know more information is going to come out. This is just in the beginning stages, and it's just a scary thing. You just out minding your business, like you can't do nothing no more. You can't go to the club, you can't go to the mall, you can't walk down the street, you can't get in an Uber. I mean, it's just like you can't do nothing no more, because it's sickos out here. I say get rid of yourself. Stop trying to get rid of everybody else. Get rid of yourself. So last night was the 2016 Emmy Awards. And I know you said that you didn't get a chance to watch them. I watched the whole show, and I was not bored the whole time. Now, I do like a little bit of entertainment, like as far as music acts. They didn't have any music acts.
But they never do.
I would love to see one. So it was a performance by Tori Kelly for the in memoriam, and she killed that. And they did a nice little tribute to Gary. I believe his name is Gary Shandling. Gary Shandling, who used to host the Larry Sanders Show.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Gary Marshall, because he just died. Why they do a tribute to him?
They gave him his own little solo.
Did he die? Oh, he did die. Yeah, he sure did. I forgot.
But I used to I always got him confused, because I always thought his name was Larry Sanders. Because he had that show on HBO and it looked like it was a night show. But every time they would see him on TV, his name was Gary Shandling. So I never understood why. I'm just like, damn, but they just look alike. I was a kid, I didn't know, don't judge me. But yeah, they gave him a nice little tribute. The show, the case of the O.J. Simpson thing, that won a lot of awards.
The People versus O.J.
Yeah, The People versus O.J. Simpson, and won a lot of awards. And something I noticed this year, they talked about the diversity thing, but a lot of black people were actually winning last night. And Regina King won 2 times in a row for her role in American Crime that comes on ABC. That is my show. And it's kind of like
Netflix, do you know?
It should be, or if it's not on Netflix, it's on Hulu. Yeah,
or on demand.
Yeah, but they probably won't have all the episodes like Netflix.
Tracy Ross did.
Tracee Ellis Ross did not win last night.
But I did. She was the first black actress to be nominated in 30 years.
That is fucking
for
ridiculous.
that category, for leading actress in a comedy series.
Yes.
That's, yeah.
That is ridiculous. And I know that Taraji P. Henson and, what's her name? They didn't win. Viola Davis, another character, another lady won who plays various characters on a different show. Louis Anderson won.
I'm sorry, is this it?
Yes.
American Crime Story?
No, just American Crime.
Oh.
They got 2 seasons and they both got half different stories.
I don't see Regina King in any of these thumbnails.
She's in them.
Oh.
She's on the show. She's like a supporting actress or something like that.
But she won twice.
Yeah, she
That's
won
good.
twice.
Congratulations
for
to her.
series.
Congratulations to Regina King, because she's one of those black actresses that has been out ever since she was a child, and she's still working.
Yes.
And she's not just working, but she's winning awards. You know what I mean? Ever since her 227 days.
Mm-hmm.
And to go from 227 to a hit series on on ABC, and then you're winning the biggest award in television, which is the Emmy Award.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you go, girl. She's been doing this for over 30 years.
Over 30 years.
Like Regina King. And you don't really hear her name out there too much, but she's still working.
Yes.
One of my favorite movies with Regina King is, I said this before, Enemy of the State, when she played the wife of Will Smith. I love that movie. If you've never seen it, check it out. It's a really, really good movie. Will Smith, Regina King, Gene Hackman, and Lisa Bonet. Yes.
Well, you know, I don't think I've really seen any movies with her in them.
No, yeah,
King.
she plays Will Smith's wife in that movie. It's a really good movie.
I'm trying to think like what movies I see her in besides Friday and
Yeah.
what's the other show?
And this movie was
Poetic
a few years
Justice.
after those movies, because this was in the 90s when this came out. And yeah, Will Smith gets framed for a crime and that he did not commit, and he's trying to clear his name. It's a really, really good movie. It's a really good movie.
Yeah, and what else happened? I noticed that Modern Family has lost its spark. They're not winning like they used to win. Saturday Night Live won a couple Golden Globes, like some of the actors and stuff. Not Emmy. Damn, I got the show mixed up. Some of the actors from the show won, and they were nominated for a lot. But the people versus O.J. Simpson, they were like
Sweeping everything.
Yeah.
What about Game of Thrones? Because they had one.
Game of Thrones. I'm not sure. I think they won the last award last night for best drama or something like that, best TV show. But it's a lot of people that work on that show.
Or Game of Thrones. Yes.
And
if you watch the show, you see there's a lot of damn actors on that show. You're like, oh my God, how are they paying all these people? But it really is a good show. I said it a few videos back. It really is. I'm on season 5 now.
Wow.
I'm on season 5. I caught up. Well, once I get to season 6, I'll be really caught up. But I'm on season 5. The end. I think it was the end of season 4 when they had that big war where. No, I'm not gonna tell you exactly what happened because I can't really get the one size name out. But it was the whole hour was dedicated to this attack scene. Usually the show has different storylines and everything, you know, but this particular episode was dedicated to that whole entire attack, and it was really, really good. Like,
has any scenes of the show made you cry? Or like anybody dying made you
No, but I will say that my boss, because he was the one who put me on, he warned me. He said this show has a lot of killing. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of blood. There's a lot of gruesomeness, and he was correct. He was correct. But watching this show, it makes me think about those times and how, you know, when the stuff like what's going on the show happened, you didn't really have anybody to run to for help. It was just the way it is. Like, you know what I mean? Because we are talking about times where kings and queens ruled. Mm-hmm. So there was no law enforcement. They were the law, and whatever they said went. Mm-hmm. And so if, you know, a king or a queen said that you, my brother, was to be executed and you were executed, there was nobody that I can go to say, you know, he was wrongfully killed. It was just the way the fuck it was. You just went about your business. Like, you didn't have anybody to really, you know, go to for help. And if you didn't want to be in that situation, then you would have to leave that particular city that you were living in. And hopefully you made it and it's just crazy to think about. Like sometimes I'll just say, thank God we live in the era that the times that we live in.
Okay.
Because if we lived in them times, you know. And you know, life expectancy back then wasn't even that long either.
Yeah.
You know, once you made it to like 50 or something, you were an older person because they had a lot of diseases. Well, not a lot. I won't say a lot of diseases, but you know, people dying, and a lot of people didn't live that long like they're living today. Where you got people who are like over 100 still living and driving and living in their own homes and things like that. Well, shout out to those people too, because you know, it's a beautiful thing. God willing, if I get to see 100 and I'm able to see that, hopefully I'll be in my right mind and living on my own. Because Lord knows I don't want to be in nobody's nursing home.
Okay, that's like everybody's worst fear, being in a nursing home, because they don't really be treating people right in a nursing home.
Yes, and I mean, it depends on. It just all depends because. You have some people who look after you, but I always look at it like this. If you have a loved one that's in a nursing home and they have like Alzheimer's or dementia where they can't tell you what the fuck's going on, then you can kind of like forget it unless you go visit that person on a regular. Because I think one of the things that people who mistreat people at nursing homes love is knowing that this particular resident don't have family coming up there to check on them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They don't have nobody coming constantly to check on them, so therefore they can do what the fuck they want to do to them because ain't nobody coming up there. But if you have a grandmother, a grandfather, a mother or father in a nursing home, you should always constantly go up there to check on them. And if you see a bruise or something, question what's going on. Don't question them, question the authority that. I don't want to talk to the nurse, I want to talk to the nurse manager. And then I'm going to talk to her boss. Because this bruise wasn't on my mother or grandmother when I left 2 days ago. Oh, she fell. All of a sudden now she's falling. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like she's lived to be 90 years old without falling, and all of a sudden she's just up and keep falling. No, somebody in here is pushing her. Mm. And if you... Listen, I'm one of those people, and if you don't really trust these nursing homes, you got a loved one in there, get one of them nanny cams. Put it in the teddy bear, sit it on the windowsill, and you see what the fuck's going on. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's not against the law. At least I don't think it is.
It might be in certain
listen.
But you need to know what's going on.
Okay?
Yeah, you really do.
It might be against the law in certain facilities or certain places, but listen, I would rather break the law than not knowing what the hell's going on with my loved one in the nursing home. Mm-hmm. Seriously.
Well, speaking of TV, I have been catching up this weekend with How to Get Away with Murder. This season, I don't know what other people talking about like they didn't enjoy this season.
This is what, season 3?
Season 2. Season 3 starts on Thursday. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I didn't have a chance to catch up with the show because y'all know after the fire, I'm not worrying about How to Get Away with Murder. And then when I tried to watch back episodes, they didn't have them. So it was like, bitch, I'm done with this season already. So I'm just really into it, the different storylines that's going on. And I'm on episode 8, and I'm in love with this storyline. And if I don't understand something, I keep rewinding this shit back to make sure that I got it or heard something right. But it's just good. And I can't wait to get to how Annalise got shot. I've seen that the woman fell off they pushed her off the roof. It's just crazy. First of all of them fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. And they all murderers. Or they all dirty. They just... And something I wonder is, how do some lawyers sleep at night knowing you got somebody off, but you know that they really did it on the inside? Like, how does that make you feel? Like,
it makes them feel good. You know why it makes them feel good? Well, I'll correct you. It doesn't make them feel good morally. Because morally, in the inside, you're like, I know that this person did it. And morally, it makes me feel bad that, they got off. But... when it comes to that money, it makes them feel good because people want to hire a lawyer that wins, not loses. So if you are a lawyer and you're representing someone that committed the crime, that did the crime, but yet you were able to get them off, Johnny Cochran, you were able to get them off, you then become this lawyer that everybody has to have. Because, he can get you off, she can get you off, knowing that you committed the crime, which means more money for the lawyer.
Yeah, it's tough. I couldn't live with that. I couldn't live with
it morally either. But like I said, we're talking about lawyers. We're also lawyers and tow truck people. Morally, it's wrong to just tow somebody's truck, knowing You're watching them go inside of a store, but then again, the person you shouldn't have parked there.
Yeah.
But you watching them go inside the store,
so fast.
and they do it so fast. Morally, you be like, that was wrong. You could have warned me and told me not to park there. But it's like, listen, if I don't tell you, I ain't gonna eat at night, and neither is my family. So I have to tell you. That's the same thing with lawyers. I have to get you off because then ain't nobody gonna hire me because they're gonna say you have a track record of losing. Like Cynthia told Phaedra, when's the last time you won a case?
I'm not even excited for the Housewives.
And to be quite honest with you, because Phaedra has been on this show, just me, I would never hire her. Because this show, first of all, this show does not do anything for her as a lawyer. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, it's like you would think that she would speak more about the fact of the cases that she's won, but more so on the show, she's just talking about all this goofy shit and the legal troubles of her husband that she's trying to get herself away from. And then she's opening up this funeral, going into the funeral home business, but she's not talking about her success as a lawyer. That's why some of the girls on the show have come down on her about being a lawyer, because they're like, you don't even win cases, nor do you even really get any, because don't nobody hire you. And I'm like, I wouldn't hire her either. Then she's on this type of show, I wouldn't hire her either.
Remember she was collecting money on the
in the parking lot. Remember? She went to that guy and he was sitting in his car counting that money and gave it to her. I mean, but that's not to say that other lawyers don't do it, because they all do it. Listen, they for that check. If you ain't got the check, but you got the cash, yeah, I'll meet you at your car too.
You come to my office and deliver that money to me.
No, I wouldn't meet you at your car if I knew that I was being filmed on a reality show. Like, come on, Phaedra, that was just plain old stupid to do that.
Well, a lot of you guys asked my opinion, or asked our opinion, or wanted us to discuss this guy from Bring It. Now, I don't watch the show Bring It, okay? I used to be a huge Dance Moms fan, but I realized that this show is the same shit over and over. You rehearse, you argue, you go to this show, you fight, find a little drama, and win the trophy. And it's like the same shit over and over. That repetitive shit gets boring. So, you know, they got the new show, Bring It, Black Girl, got the dancing group, the same kind of theory or whatever to me. But recently, there was a story that came out over the weekend that a dancer, I don't know if he's a trainer or if he's like, I don't know what he does on the show because I don't watch it. But he was arrested and he turned himself in for, he has HIV and he has sex with one of the dancers and did not tell them that
this
he
is a
had
trainer.
HIV. Yes. And he's had sex with them several times and they had like a sexual relationship.
Is this a gay trainer? Or
Who's gay? The dancer?
Trainer.
The trainer, yeah, he's gay.
and he's sleeping with the male?
One of the
dancer?
male dancers. It did not tell this person. Now, from the information that I've seen, is that he was diagnosed with HIV. His name is John Connor. He was diagnosed with HIV in 2012, and he had this relationship off and on, sexual relationship with this guy when he was 16 years old in 2015. I'm not sure if he's 18 now or whatever the case may be, because he admitted like a month ago, he admitted a month ago on his Facebook that he was HIV positive, and
After knowing that he's had it for the past 4 years.
yeah, and that he was going through like depression, and God is going to get him through. He tried to commit suicide, and like he really was just like going off the rails, and he was just saying that God is going to help him or whatever. And I'm not sure if the guys that he had sex with seen that post and was like, oh my God, like I was having sex with you and you HIV positive and you didn't tell me. Like, we don't know all of that stuff on with down. I really would like to hear more information about this story. The guy posts bail. He goes to court September 19th. But something I want to ask you guys is, do you guys really get to know when your children are like on drill teams and in dance groups, or like they go after school program, how involved are you in your children's life? Because stuff like this shouldn't be going down. It's just as inappropriate as to have like a text conversation between a student and a teacher. It's the same way when it comes to a child and a mentor, not a mentor, like a dance
That's
teacher.
okay.
Like it's the same to me. It's the same thing. You should not be having no kind of relationship like that at all. And if you do want to have that relationship, it should be when they're at an adult age, like 18 years old, where they can consent on their own. Because it's still looked at as a child if you're doing shit like that. That's just not. That's just not cool. It's never been cool. And if you do have a sexually transmitted disease, or if you do have HIV, you should let your partner know. Give them a chance to say yes or say no. You just don't go out and have sex with people. And I feel like if you know someone that has done that, you need to get that person together and really just, like really let them know that they can't be doing shit like this, because this is criminal activity. You can go to jail for this, and he can go to jail, and I hope that he do go to jail for just doing stuff like this. If you have anything, I think that it needs to be exposed, and they need to make it like a big law. But then again, people, you should, before you even have sex with someone, you should ask them. I know that you might be in that moment, but I don't find nothing wrong with asking, like, what's your sex history, or do you have anything, like when the last time you were tested and stuff like that. I don't think there's nothing wrong with having those conversations. And the less we have those conversations, the more stories we will keep hearing like this, where, you didn't know that he had it and he gave it to you, or, you're just going to keep hearing stuff like that.
Now, I will say this. I am all for you asking the question, because you should be transparent when you're communicating with whomever it is that you're having sex with. But the problem that I have with that is people are not always honest with you. You can be with someone who's never even been tested ever in their life. Mm-hmm. And then when you ask them, they'll lie and tell you, oh, I'm good. I got tested. You know what I mean? So how can you determine whether or not they're lying to you? Do you ask to see the status history, like the report or whatever the case may be? Is that taking it a little too far? Because some people may look at you and say, well, I don't have it no more. Because we live in an age where people lie about everything.
Come on, say it.
Everything. They will lie about going to a school, and you never even went there. You know what I mean?
Pastor Mark Burns.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. And then got mad at them for questioning him about it, and got up and then had to leave the interview, and then turned around and apologized. Like, come on, his excuse was horrible.
And I haven't seen him on TV since.
As he shouldn't be. As he shouldn't be. But people lie. They lie to get what they want. Mm-hmm. And so if I know me telling you I don't have anything is going to get me in your pants, then I'm going to take it. Mm-hmm. That's why, regardless of whether you ask them or not, it is always important to use protection.
Yes.
Protection, okay? It is always important to use protection. Because somebody is going to lie to you. They're going to lie to you and tell you that they don't have any type of STD when they may have it, or they may not even know that they have it. Okay? I had a friend who worked at a prison here in Philadelphia. Well, she wasn't a friend of mine. She was a former coworker of mine. And she worked at this prison, doing part-time. And she came to work and told us, she said, you would not believe half of the guys, particularly young guys at this prison that they've done blood work for, half of them have all types of STDs and sexually transmitted diseases, and they don't even know it.
Okay.
They don't even know.
So do they tell them after they get tested?
I'm almost certain that they do, but she was like, a lot of them don't even know or didn't even know that they had it. Why? Because many men, especially young black men, don't go to get tested. And some of them only go get tested when they are scared. Mm-hmm. That's when they go get tested, because now things are starting to burn or starting to itch, and they don't know what's going on. But if they don't have no burning sensation or no itch, then they think everything is fine. And that may not be the case. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's important to use protection. If you sleeping with somebody, if you're getting ready to sleep with somebody and they don't have a condom, well then guess what? That right there should tell you, I'm serious. That right there, if you're a guy, if somebody tell you don't have a condom, you should go from this to this. Okay? Because that's a turn off for me. You don't have a condom? Okay. My ex and I, we use protection. Not now, because we don't have sex. But when we were together. Of course
Well,
not
who
now.
knows? You never know.
No, we're not. But when we were, we used protection.
Yes.
Not just because we didn't trust each other, but because that was the smart and right thing to do.
I think that if I understand that. I understand like everything you're saying. Because we are definitely in a new time where people can say anything and lie but what's wrong with getting to know somebody first before, just having sex with them right away? If you want to have sex with them, if they're going to be a sexual partner, I think that you should establish what that's going to be right away. If are we going to be in a relationship, or is this just going to be like a sexual thing? And if you're not going to get tested and things like that, then we're just going to always use the condom thing. But I still say that it's good to just know. I think that you should, like, if y'all get serious or really want to get into this relationship, what's wrong with going to the doctor together? I don't think that.
Oh no, there's nothing wrong with that at all, and that's not what I was saying.
I know what you were saying
because
was,
you have people, and I'm not even talking about relationships, because I was under the impression that you were just talking about sexual partners, which means anybody. Because nowadays, people have more sexual partners than they have relationships.
Yes.
So therefore, if you're going to ask somebody that you're just having sex with, not a relationship, but you're just having sex with, when's the last time you've been to the clinic? Do you honestly think all of them?
No, they're not. Especially not on the hookup. They're not going to say
no. So that's why, to me, I feel like asking that question is null and void anyway. Get that condom and put it the fuck on. Because you're going to lie to me, not all of them, but you're going to lie if you really don't know me.
Yeah.
Because some of them, like I said, have never stepped foot into a clinic. They don't know how to go into a clinic.
But what I was talking to as far as like a relationship going.
Yeah, but you got more sexual hookups in 2016 than you do relationships. And you and I both know that this is true. It's true. People hook up faster than they date. That's why you have so many people in June they're in a relationship. By September they didn't have a third. They're in their third relationship. You're like, well, damn, you just got together with this person in June. You know what I mean? Because people can't keep their pants. This is
maybe a relationship is not what they even wanted. It's just
no. It's never what some of these people want. They just like the benefits of saying that I'm in a relationship. I have a boyfriend. Because truth be told, you got a boyfriend one day, but next week you sleeping with this person. You know what I mean? That's why
I had those conversations.
When my ex and I parted ways back in 2011, I made it a point not to rush. Well, first of all, I was never that guy anyway. But I made it a point not to jump into the next relationship because you're starting to get a little bit too old to be doing goofy shit like that. You know what I mean? And so now in 2016, I still am not in a relationship. It's been 5 years going strong, and I haven't been in a relationship. I haven't dated anybody because I am not that guy that needs to jump. Let me tell you something. My hand works really well, okay? It does. And I don't need to be with you to, okay? I can go watch and go about my business. I don't need to be with you to have some type of fulfillment and enjoyment. First of all, I'm getting to the point now, I am a little too old for the bullshit.
Okay.
As blunt as I am, I need for you, if I'm dating you, to be even blunter. Okay? If there's a problem, I need for you to let me know there's a problem. But I don't need for you when I come to you and ask you a question, no, there's nothing wrong, but then I find out that you're sleeping with this person. See, I don't got time for that. You know what I mean? I'd rather go jump in front of an Amtrak train than have to deal with stupid shit like that. Because I have a better chance of probably surviving that train hit than... Because I just hate stupid shit like that. Because to me, I feel as though there's no rings on neither one of our fingers. So if you feel as though you want to go somewhere else, then just let me know. And we can go about our own damn business. Like, there's no need to do all that. It's no need for all of that. When my ex and I broke up, we broke up. We remained friends. We are still friends. They're doing their thing. I'm doing my thing. And when we see each other, we give each other a hug, we talk, we hang out, we do this. But that sexual part is gone because that was 5 years ago. So it's gone. I don't look at you that way because I've already had that. You don't look at me this way because you've already had this. You know what I mean? So I don't need, you're in your relationship. God bless y'all. I'm over here, this, that, and the third. But that friendship still remains. all that other goofy shit? No. I don't look at my ex and say, oh, I wish I could have sex with you. No, because that was 5 years ago. I don't want to have sex with you no more. Because I've grown up, just like you've grown up. When we have conversations, we having conversations about our family, about work, about church, about everything else. We don't have, oh my God, I miss you so much. Do you miss me? Hell no. I love you, but I don't miss you. No, I don't. Not in that way anyway. And just vice versa. They don't miss me in that way because they've moved on. And that's how it should be. At least that's how I think it should be. Yeah. But everybody don't think like me. That's why I say everybody don't think like me. That's why they should use protection.
Oh yeah, but y'all, if you gonna keep continuing to have this, I really feel dating first, be friends, don't just spread it. But I know that's hard. That's hard to say in 2016.
What?
That's hard to be friends first before you try to pursue a relationship with someone. I know it's a new era, it's a new time. You don't want to do that. People don't want to wait, but I'm just saying that is really the best thing.
It is.
And because you got to get to know a person, get to know who they are, get to know things about them before you just open yourself up. Because I know plenty of times where I've been like, okay, you meet somebody, they nice, you had sex or whatever, you might mess around a couple times, and then that's it. Like, okay, so that's what you wanted from the beginning. So now I'm at the point where if we're gonna cut up, we're gonna cut up. It's nothing else. Or if we're gonna get to know each other, we can be friends, and then we can, the relationship can go from there. But like, let's say for instance, like I've been dealing with this person for X amount of years. But this is my thing. I don't want to run everything. I want it to be where if I want to do something and you don't say that, it's hard for me to just be like, okay, I just like this person because they're just real nice. I want you to be able to have a little bit of meaning in you to say something, or be like, no, bitch, you wrong.
You want them to
something like that. Like, they ain't got to grip me up, but I need to be a little bit of disagreement somewhere. That's what I'm like, I think we always just gonna be friends. I always think we're gonna be friends. I don't think this is ever gonna go anywhere because it's just like
Well, let me just say this, because I had to learn this from myself, and it was so true. And I remember one day, you don't even know about this.
No, I'm listening. I'm just talking to me.
No. Oh, and I had to learn this because, once it was brought to my attention, I never thought about it until it was brought to my attention. And I was like, damn, you're right. So then I had to take a step back and reevaluate. I think probably you are a strong force. And so whomever it is that you may be talking about may not be as strong and as opinionated as you are. So therefore, they may not want to say or do certain things to you that will get you upset. Because you are one of those people that easily gets upset, right? Just like that. I know, because I've known you for damn near 10 years, and you can't lie to me and tell me that's not true. I know you. These people on this camera watching us don't know you. I do. So I know that you can easily get upset. So that is probably one of the reasons why some people may not. And so therefore, if that is the case, then sometimes you have to reevaluate yourself. Because when put me in check one day, and put me in check, and we was on the phone and put me right in check, and it never occurred to me until they said it, and I was like, damn. And I was kind of quiet. No, I wasn't kind of, I was very quiet. And then I had to realize that, you know what, Mikhail, you got to start doing everything a little bit, you got to start doing things a little bit different, and you also have to remember that it is not always about you.
Well, see, that's tough. Well, that's already tough. Well, I know it's not about me.
No. But I'm saying, well, it's tough. But if you don't feel like you can change that, then like you always said, like everybody always says, you're gonna always get what you're gonna keep getting because you don't feel like you can change that. But you have to change it in order to have somebody that you want to have. You want to have that person that's going to be able to say, no, Kevin, we're not going to do this, or I don't want to do this. And if you get mad, I don't give a fuck. I'll talk to you tomorrow. You want that person, but you're never going to find that person if you always get mad because, I can't have my way, and then I don't want to talk to you for 2 weeks.
I can't be petty like that.
What?
Like, Like,
Have you ever been petty?
we've all been petty.
I ain't talking about all. I'm talking about you. Okay.
Yes.
All right. As long as you know that you've been petty.
Yes. But yeah.
It's just some things that we just have to all change about ourselves, you know. And I think that's also another reason why I don't condone people breaking up with somebody and then a month later in a new relationship. Because I feel like for me, a month is not long enough to reevaluate and start fixing what's wrong with you. Never mind the person that you're no longer with, because they won't have to worry about what's going on with them on their time. But with you, if you are in a relationship every time the sun rises and sets, you're in a new relationship and you don't see nothing wrong with that, then there is something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you.
And that is really true.
That's the truth.
That's true.
You know, every
That
time
is
the sun
true.
rises and sets, you're in a new relationship and you don't seem to be
Because you
nothing wrong with
gotta,
that.
when you get out of a relationship, you have to think to yourself, like, what happened?
What happened?
And
What did I do?
Yeah.
Not what did they do. What did I do? That was another thing I had to learn. Stop blaming the ex. Start blaming yourself for some of the things that you've done. But then you got a lot of people out there, well, I'm young, so I'm free, and I just like to have fun. Well, you go ahead and have fun. But then don't be crying on social media, oh, I can't never, these people just play games, and I'm not here for the game. Well, because you are the...
And they play the same fucking games.
But my thing is, you complaining about the person that you're with playing games, or the person that you were with playing games with you, but yet you are the person that's bringing the damn game board to the house.
Okay.
If you don't want to play Monopoly, stop bringing that damn box with you every time you go see them. Because I will play games with you too if I see that you already got the pieces with you.
People gotta know what the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Especially when you get a certain age, you need to know.
Yeah.
You should already know what you want. When you're a child and when you're in your early 20s, you want to play the games. Now, like, shit, once you get close to 30, you already know how the old games were. And that was like, what do you really want out of this? So what are you really looking for?
And see, I'm not going to be 30 for another 3 years. But I'm old enough to know that I don't play those games anymore.
No.
Right.
You're gonna know. You're gonna, again, like I said, you're gonna know what's up. Like, where's this going? What's the plan?
Right.
What's the plan? But I like cool people though. You know.
It's hot in here now.
I told you told me to turn the air on.
That's because you got the windows closed. You got that top one closed too.
Yeah, I don't got nothing. It was raining. It's been raining. Like all I heard was pitter pat, pitter pat.
If it's still raining, I can't see.
No, it's not raining.
No, because the birds.
It's just has it. I don't know. I've been up.
It's not raining because I don't see no water hitting no roofs, and that bird is flying.
But it's still wet. Like no sun out. It's just been looking dreary all day.
That's usually what it is after it's finished raining. Wet.
Yeah.
Just like when you let somebody.
Girl, bye. Girl, bye.
I was gonna say when you at the club and you let somebody spill a drink on you.
Baby, nobody never spilled a drink on me, but I've spilled it on people before. Unfortunately.
At the bar or in the bathroom?
You know, like sometimes even at the bar, it's so crowded and you bump people, and I've never been in no bathroom with the fucking drink. You are trying me for my life. Don't try me. I can't do that. Don't do it.
Have you ever been in the bathroom?
I'll never confirm that. Who's bathroom?
Baby!
Who's bathroom? What you talking about?
Listen. I don't discriminate where you been at.
Hey.
I
am not.
Listen, what you do is what
you do.
Hey, man, first of all, I don't even go to clubs. So you damn sure if somebody said they saw me in a club bathroom, you going to be the first person that says that's a lie.
I've had a lot of fights in the bathroom.
I ain't talking about fights.
Okay, that's the only fight I'm doing in the bathroom.
If somebody come up to you and
conversations.
Listen, if somebody come up to you and say, Kevin, I saw your co-host in the bathroom with XYZ, you can say, bitch, I know my co-host.
I don't know. I
don't know, bitch. Right.
Show me the proof.
But you better be the first one to say, bitch, until you can show me that proof, get out of my face.
Okay.
Now, they came to me and said, well, I saw Kevin in the bathroom with so-and-so. The first thing I'm going to say is, well, which club was it?
Bitch, you can go home.
Cause the clubhouse.
I don't do nothing in no goddamn club.
You better not.
Them young days are over. But I see, I never denied it. But I'm just saying they're over. The club days.
Baby, it's you.
Oh my goodness.
Aren't you glad those days are?
I'm glad. My thought days, all of them days, they gone. Never coming back.
Never coming back. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
Now, oh my God. So wait. So what I'm about to say. Mr. Still Your Grandpa or Mr. Still Your Grandma allegedly is now Mr. Still Your Grandson. Funky Dineva on his website. Remember the story of Mr. Still Your Grandma?
The older, nice looking
guy. He was all, and I always thought he was little. So, he put a Facebook post like, I'm not gay or whatever. I don't got nothing against gay people. That's another thing. I have nothing against gay people, blah, 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 blah. And get your bodies together. Something like that. He ended it with something like that. So, on Funky Dineva's website, he has a picture of the guy, like sleeping in bed, and you know the little how the doc be taking a picture while you sleeping. Like he got him in the picture while he in the bed, and then he got a picture.
This is still your grandpa.
Yeah, in the club bathroom taking a picture too. Like he's with these two other guys, and then he got like another picture with him in the car and things like that. So the guy never said, like he never came out and said anything. But it's like, if you the ex, like, why are you doing stuff like this to this man? Like, he got a little bit of social media fame. He doing photo shoots and everything. If you knew that, like, why would you do that? You just bringing this karma on yourself to do something like that, because nobody was even worried about all of this stuff. And you go posting old pictures and shit like that. And
it probably got him because the guy was out here claiming he wasn't gay.
Yeah,
that's probably even bother. Not saying that that's
it
right.
It shouldn't bother you anyway.
Right. It's not right to do that, but I think that's probably one of the reasons why he did it. Yeah. But that's just what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I don't know no man in his 50s dressing like that, or into I'm just sorry, like into fashions like that. Now, unless I've seen them on 13th Street, and they're always fashionable. But I just don't know no straight man like that. So, but I'm not saying they don't exist.
Right, you just don't.
But and then like the way he poses in his pictures and everything, like no. And never mind. What old man is wearing tight ass clothes like that? I don't know no old man. And then it's a lot of old men in North Philly walking these streets, and none of them look like that. And some of them are clean.
First of all, none of them are fashionable.
And some of them are clean. I don't know, but anyway.
I wouldn't even look twice at some of these old men I see in North Philly.
You sure? Because I heard about you.
You ain't heard about me. Well,
so somebody told me.
Now I will say this: there is this one guy that lives down the street that if you, never mind. But yeah, other than that, no, I don't see that at all. I will say there is this guy, the guy who lives down the street, is an older guy, probably like in his 40s, and he looks very well kept. Keep himself up. This, that, and the third. But I won't say all of North Philly. I will just say around here, from what I've seen. I've not seen anybody that I will say, oh my God, you should be, no.
There's a lot of characters around in this area. I will say that.
Because some of them, and Kevin will tell you, I come to his house all the time pinpointing motherfuckers that I feel as though I need to give them a shower. Okay?
A shower.
Not a bath. A shower. And no, you can't do it yourself. I need to do it for you. Because I feel as though looking at you, you're not going to get everything. So I need to wash you up. Because some of these people right here be looking butt. And because your sister always says to me, every time you see so-and-so, you always say that about them. Yes, because they just be looking dusty.
They just need a bath and just to clean up, and then he'll cut up. He just want to clean up.
I'll say, okay, now you look presentable, but
So yeah, what else?
I think I deserve to have kids. Whoa. I be thinking, what is the up with these females letting these dusty guys get them or impregnate them? Woo.
Well, look. No pregnancy coming off on your tip, though.
If you pull your pants down and I smell something or odor, because he look like he got odor.
Who?
The one that I always say needs to take a shower.
That's a lot of them.
That's true. That is true. Well,
oh my God! And I was never cut up with that.
I didn't say I would.
I don't know.
I said they just.
I'm just saying. No. And that's a never mind.
Like they skin look so dirty. Like you want to take the thing and just scrub it. And then they'll be like, "Why you always say he look like he need a shower?" Cause he does. Look at him. He look like he need a shower. He look like he did 8 hours with me at work. Oh no, he don't work.
Oh my God!
Come on. Ugh.
On that note.
Yeah.
On that note. Wait, was it something else? No, it wasn't, because it really wasn't that much. But listen, y'all. Next Monday is the presidential election. It comes on all the channels.
Next Monday.
Next Monday.
The debate.
Debate. What I said?
Election.
Oh shit. The debates. Make sure you cancel all of your plans
to watch this.
to watch it, because it's going to be good and it's going to be a ratings thing.
It's going to be good.
Because Donald's going to come for Hillary and she's going to come back at him. It's going to be good. Now I know we shouldn't be watching because of that.
No, but she's going to come back at him with
facts. It's Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton next Monday. ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox, and all the major cable news channels will have it. So there's no way you can escape it. Please watch this. I don't care who you're voting for. I mean, I care who I want you to vote for, but I don't care who you're voting for.
Yeah.
Get into this and watch. Yes. Get in this and watch. Watch it. It's next Monday. It's going to probably be a 2-hour debate, maybe 3 hours. I don't know. But I'm looking forward to the debates next week. And if you are not registered to vote, please make sure that you sign.
Because I'm sure the deadline is
like October 7th. So
yes.
It's coming very soon. You need to be registered to vote. You can go to iwillvote.com to register to vote if
you're not registered. Local post office. Listen, I don't know where some of you live at, but I know here in Philadelphia, those people are always walking around. And I just got my new voter registration card because there was a young lady who stopped me in front of your house. And I told her I can't find my old one. So she said, well, you can fill. And I did it, and it came in the mail. Now I don't think I can find that one. I don't know where I put that one at. but I'm registered, and you can be just, there's so many ways that you can register to vote. Like I said, I don't know where some of you may live, so I don't know if you have people actually walking around your neighborhoods or in the downtown areas of your cities that are trying to register you to vote. But here in Philadelphia, that's a very normal thing here. If you don't have those people, you can go to your local post office. Usually the post office has the voter registration forms that you can fill out, and you can, mail in to wherever it is that you need to mail in, or you can go online. But there's no way that somebody can say they didn't know how to register to vote. Yeah. We have a thing called Go, okay? And you can type whatever it is that you need in Google, and it will come up. Okay? So
and it only takes 90 seconds to register to vote.
It doesn't take
that long. Just sign up, be registered, and be at the polls on November 8th.
It takes longer for them to send you the thing than it does for you to sign up.
Rain, hail, sleet, or snow, to the polls you must go.
Okay? And I go every election after work.
So we're going to go. I know more information is going to come out, but if any new big news breaks, I will be back. I don't think any more big news is going to break, but yeah. And also, no, that's another Trump story for another Trump time. We're gonna go. Y'all be good.
We're gonna go.
Did you see him say